am going through a situation right now where my daughter's dad is co-parenting or different, disciplining rather, in a manner that I just don't agree with. But I realized that arguing with him is pointless. Arguing with him is just gonna make it worse. He one of them people, if you have ideas on how to make the situation better, you need to share it in a way that make him feel like he came up with a conclusion. Otherwise, it's an argument. Or there's clear opposition just for the fuck of being on the opposing team. That's how I feel about it, you know. That's what I've been shown thus far. Now, I asked him a couple of questions because my daughter has this comfort bear named Boopa. Just because kids run through shit, there are two Boopas, Boopa and other Boopa, right? Now, it's Friday. It's also the third week of the month. So my daughter is with her dad right now. Okay, she comes back home tonight. He put her on punishment because apparently she beating up her sister. Like, she got knots all over her head and shit from apparently and allegedly Munchkin beating that girl in the head with a doll. Now, two things, or whatever she beat her up with. Two things happen in my mind. Two questions are asked. Number one, where in the hell was you at that she was able to hit that baby so many times? That's number one. Okay, you or somebody. Where was somebody at that she was able to get so many lumps on her head? Okay, that's number one. Number two, what is causing her? What is the mental and emotional root of what's causing her, okay, to beat this little girl up? Because that's the only issue. And the fact that Munchkin don't always tell the truth when she over there or when she in front of them. Because the only time she really lie to us for real, me and my wife, is when her other dad is on the phone or about stuff involving her other dad. You know what I'm saying? Now, he don't know what the mental and emotional root is, but his punishment, his correlation to his thinking to teach Munchkin to be gentler with her sister is to take away the thing that brings her comfort, the thing that she cares about, Boopa. And he texts me and says something to the effect of, you know, she on punishment the rest of while she with me and to next weekend, so feel free to keep Boopa. Now in my head I'm thinking, no. That baby go everywhere with that thing. That thing keeps her calm. I don't know what she's like without it, because we don't go long periods of, she's so frantic when she realizes she doesn't have it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a part of herself is missing, like she forgot her feet or something. So and then it's Friday, so as soon as I pick her up, not only are you going to give it back to her upon me picking her up, she has two fucking Boopas. Even if you was to do something like be an asshole and keep it, so she didn't have it when she was over here either, or to keep it so that the following weekend you could be sure she didn't get it, she still got two Boopas. I'm just gonna send the other fucking Boopa. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna, and the only reason why I say I'm gonna send it is because she's gonna take it. Also, I feel like 2 fucking weekends is a long time for any small child to be on punishment. You punishing her like she a adolescent or teenager. That's too long a punishment. You know what I'm saying? It's tripping me out a little bit because this change didn't start until I said something to the effect of, I understand that that's the fun house and you have way more fun over there than you do over here. You know what I'm saying? But then you come your butt over here, you know what's up. Then all of a sudden he start getting more, hands-on with the discipline. Munch can do whatever the fuck she want to do when she over there. And we can tell that based off of our interactions with who they are as people at this point, and also with the way we see her behavior is when she bring her ass back home. Okay. What is not clicking to me is the fact that I stopped responding. Basically, one thing leads to another, and I stopped responding last night. This morning, I read a lovely article about, or explaining pretty much my point of view on what she might be going through. You know what I'm saying? And how to better handle it than taking away the things that she cares about. Because what you're teaching her in the long run when you're doing that is that, because all she's going to do is get older and say, well, whenever I would get in trouble, my folks, my dad would take away whatever I cared about most at that time. You know what I'm saying? What you're teaching her is two things, because small girls don't know it, but they being programmed to look for certain types of individuals based off of their experiences with their people, okay? With their moms, with their dads, with their siblings, you know what I'm saying? They're looking to they're going to recreate those situations, you know what I'm saying? In most cases, individuals attract what they know, okay? So what you're teaching her, number one, is you can gain an emotional attachment to something, and motherfuckers can know you have that attachment and still take that shit away from you if you're not moving how they want you to move. So from there, she has the decision to eventually make of, do I just do what folks tell me to do, or do I get my shit back, or do I, what do I do? The second thing that you show her, okay, is that the reasons why you feeling the way you feeling are less important to you than you stopping the behavior. And what's fucking me up is the fact that I did not ever expect for him to not understand that, you know what I'm saying, as a parent, so that you don't recreate yourself in a child. You need to figure out the reasons why they behaving. All she gonna do is keep the behavior up. She gonna keep beating that little girl up. She gonna keep beating that little girl ass. If she beating her little ass, it's for a reason. It's for a reason you're not getting to. Because Munchkin is not a violent person. She don't just be walking up beating anybody ass for no reason. She want to wrestle and she want to run around and all that good stuff, but Munchkin always asks permission before she tries something like that with me. You know what I'm saying? Munchkin don't seem particularly violent with other children. You know what I'm saying? And she not always violent with this child. So in what instances is she thinking to herself, you know what, I'm finna haul off and I'm finna whack this bitch. I'm finna whack-a-mole this little girl. Yeah. And what's causing her to do that to the point where she not stopping hitting this girl? She don't just hit her once, see she in pain, and stop. You're telling me she got knots all over her head, which means Munchkin beat that little girl ass. You know what I'm saying? For what? Why? And you don't know that, but you do know you want her to stop this behavior immediately, so you take away what she care about? Children are little people with big fucking emotions. And this man has already admitted to me at another point in time that he don't spend the amount of time with her that he should, because his girl and her child take up a lot of his time and attention. What the fuck does that even mean? You only have her a certain amount. It's not like you're spending 24/7 with this baby. You have her during certain times, and you have space between the times that you have her, so much so, in fact, that if you needed to prepare for her return. You have enough time to do that. And I know it's true because I do it every week. You know what I'm saying? I have enough time during the third week of the month to do the deeper clean things and prepare for the other things that need to be prepared for where she concerned. And every weekend I have all week. Yeah, every weekend I have the weekend to prepare for her return for the week, the following week. I don't have another child. Okay. But everybody got someplace to stay, so everybody has home life responsibilities. We both have partners, so we both have familial responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? And you're not doing it alone, so you have that team there. Why you not spending enough time with a child who only with you certain times don't make no fucking sense to me. And then to know as a mother that you don't have no problem doing something like taking away somebody's comfort animal, something that somebody clearly need for whatever she needed for whatever she attached to it for and ain't detached from it for. It's not time yet. She got rid of that damn binky when it was time. I still ain't been able to find them. Okay. She clearly need this thing for whatever psychological, mental, and or emotional reasons that she needs this physical thing to comfort herself, and you taking it away because she hit some other little girl. But why does she do it? Maybe that other little girl started hitting her. Now you're not only not showing her that other people will be reprimanded for their actions if they hit you. You know what I'm saying? You don't even give a fuck to figure out too and get investigate. Because what you're probably asking her is something to the effect of, why did you hit your sister? Well, I hit her because I was feeling some kind of way. Well, what made you feel some kind of way? What were you feeling? Are you asking any of these questions? You know what I'm saying? Or how do I know you're not just saying something as a mom, saying something to the effect of, just not even trying to figure out what's going on, just being like, stop hitting your fucking sister. Why you being so rough with your sister? Kids, again, are very tiny people with very big emotions. Most adults don't have control over their emotions to the extent even of children. Some children. Some adults are not aware even that there are different a spectrum of emotions that one could feel for any number of fucking reasons. I don't feel like the irritation that parenting brings, though, is enough to I don't pop her. You know what I'm saying? I don't hit her or nothing like that. We have conversations. And is it testy than the motherfucker? Hell yeah, because that baby got my motherfucking mouth and my attitude. She also got his mouth. You know what I'm saying? And then she make facial expressions like my wife. So she would straight up look you in your face and give you the exact attitude you're giving her. Sometimes her attitude is very much so uncalled for. But she 3, The child give me attitude for a number of reasons. She needs a snack. The baby is tired. She needs a nap. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's because she needs a bath. You feel me? And she ready for her little spa treatment. She need her hair washed. And she needs to be spiritually upkept. You know what I'm saying? She be having icky shit on her spirit, maybe. There's no reason for me to pop her because I'm irritated with her behavior. In most cases, when people hit their children, I'm learning that. In most cases, when people hit their children, it's because they're irritated by the fact that the child is being insubordinate or the child is doing whatever behavior is irritating them. But it all comes down to a lack of control of your own emotions. If you spaz off, if that's the last resort. I'm realizing it's better to just literally sit the kid down, take a couple deep breaths, and leave the situation alone for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Most kids just want to understand why what's happening is happening. They growing and learning, they absorbing information, they just want to understand. You know, so a lot can be resolved, a lot can be solved by just having simple conversations and getting down to the root of the why, getting down to the root of understanding why she doing what she doing, because it's a reason for it. Whatever the fuck the reason may be, it's a reason for it. And it's a better way to remedy it than taking away her fucking support bear, her fucking comfort bear, motherfucking boopa. You know what I'm saying? As moms who are separated from, as moms, period, is a certain way you gonna wanna be able to protect your children. And there are certain things that you can do, and there are certain things that won't matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm not at a point where I want to argue or anything like that. I realize that's pointless. But I do want to stand up for my kid, you know. I don't feel it's right to not say anything. You know, to feel how I feel, to know what the fuck I know, to clearly see what I see, and to be like, it'll all stop eventually. What if my saying something, what if my asking the questions causes said individual to start thinking about these things this way as well? A person can only do what they can think to do. Yeah. So he doing the best he can with what he got, even if it ain't what I got. I'm not even gonna say it ain't much, because I'm sure he got better parenting skills than some parents out there too. You know, it could be piss poor, but at least it ain't dog shit. You feel me? Yeah, at least she, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's the thing right there. I can't not say something, but I have to be smart and logical and not so emotional. When my emotions get involved, and my emotions are involved, this is my child we're discussing, but when my emotions get involved and I get to letting my emotions run things, every single time it's a fucking argument. Every single time it's a fucking argument. I'm just ready to get to the point where it can be a conversation like it was last night. I asked my questions, he answered my questions. This morning I followed up with an article. If you read it, you read it. If you don't, you don't. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say if you choose to read it, it's a good read. You know what I'm saying? All I can hope is that you care to better, I didn't say this part, but all I can hope is that he cared to better himself as a person and a parent enough to motherfucking read it. Because it basically said exactly what the fuck I said. It's a reason behind why that baby beating that other baby ass for no reason, for seemingly no reason, especially when sometimes they cool. Ain't no beef sometimes. And then all of a sudden, for whatever reason, she beating her ass. People do the best they can with what they got, and I understand that. So I'm not mad. I worry for my child, but I'm not mad. Ain't no reason to be, ain't no sense of being mad. Last night I said I felt helpless in the situation, and that much is true. You know somebody not doing tell my wife all the time, I don't want to fucking hang out with, I don't want no friends, I don't want to hang out. You got to be giving me what my wife is giving me. You have to be treating me or respecting me, really. You have to have, really is what that is, the same level of respect for me that my wife has or better. If you if you love something, you can do it however you want to do it, truthfully. I loved this one pair of jeans that I had in high school, but not only did I grow the fuck out of them jeans, eventually they just wasn't the style no more, and I stopped fucking wearing them. You see what I'm saying? But if you respect something, you make it a point to do right by that something. You know what I'm saying? Because you have respect for it. I have respect for her. She has respect for me, and this is the reason our relationship is what it is. You feel me? But it's the knowing somebody is not giving you or better. Yeah, I'm saying, where your children are concerned, that real parents, okay, anybody can be a mom, anybody can birth a child and be a mom, anybody can be a dad. There's plenty of niggas, there's plenty of bitches out here, young women and young men out here that have plenty of motherfucking children scattered amongst the nations that they're not parents to. Real parents, no. You know what I'm saying? When something ain't right for their kid, for real, and they want to remove that shit post haste. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you're done. Okay, you'll never have the opportunity to do that again. Not real parents just want to shield their children for real from all hurt, harm, and danger. For real. We be trying to be superheroes in real life for our children because we know they deserve that much. In most cases, we know they deserve that much because we didn't have it. You know what I'm saying? Not the way we needed it. Not the way we know our children need it. We just be trying not to repeat certain fucking cycles. You know what I'm saying? But it sucks. I understand now. You know what I'm saying? It sucks to know because you can't just snatch your children away from they folks, especially when they not physically legally. There's no reason to do it, and legally they're not legally. Unfortunately, the mental health of the long-term mental health of this 3-year-old is not really important. Unfortunately, the mental health, the physical health is way more important than the mental health of this 3-year-old, legally. So it sucks to know that sometimes it's just certain shit you just can't do. But I guess that's why I say what I say, even though I'm being more calculated about it. This is the reason why I feel it's important to have the conversations that we had last night, for example. Even if he would have never responded, or even if he responded negatively, it's important to say something. You feel me? Your uncorrected behavior just goes uncorrected. I say that all the time. And like I said, people do the best they can. That man don't know no better. It's either he don't know no better, or he don't know how to apply no better. Nobody has ever suggested any better. When I was out there doing fuck shit, it's because that's what I thought was best to do. That's all I knew how to do was fuck shit. That's all I thought was acceptable. That's all I thought was okay. It's all I had room for. Mentally, emotionally, and physically. Truthfully, it's all I had room for. You gotta declutter. You gotta buy some new shit. Basically. But I don't know. I feel better now that I've talked the situation out, because at least I realized, like, when I said I felt helpless yesterday, I did for a moment there, because I realized, like, it was nothing I could do. to help her. You know what I'm saying? Long term, that's fucked up. But a conversation might help. You know what I'm saying? I have the information that I have the knowledge that I have. And rather than give you the knowledge, I don't know, I guess I am still giving you the knowledge that I have indirectly, but like I said, I'm just tired of the stress. I would rather take a nap, bro. Straight up. And it's too much, you know. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm glad I was able to talk this out though, because I woke up this morning still feeling like something needed to be said. I couldn't just leave it at, well, I don't know what the problem is, but you know, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and this is the results that I'm expecting to get. I just have to suggest a better way. Yeah, that's all you really can do with people in real life, is suggest a better way, suggest a different way. And if they take it, they take it. It's up to them to take the advice or not. If they don't, you know, you just gotta be like, well, anyway, move the fuck on. You know, that's on them in the long run. You know, it also lets me know too, it solidifies for me the role, one of my purposes in life. You know, my role in my daughter's life, what my role in my daughter's life is supposed to be. Yeah, me and my wife. My wife very well may have a different role to play in Munchkin's life. Not like she's not supposed to be her mom or whatever, but like the things that she's supposed to teach her, you know. I'm not quite sure exactly what. I know for a fact it has to do with structure and discipline, truthfully, and most likely too, chilling out, being chill, because it's one thing to have control over your emotions, but still bottle that shit up, put that shit up inside, so it's still in there. You know what I'm saying? It's another to really not give a fuck. To really just be chill, and to just be like, well, I mean, it is what you know. Some things just don't deserve your energy, and I think that's what T is supposed T is supposed to teach Munchkin, truthfully. But I don't know. Like I said, I feel better, but we just have to see in the long term how this shit play out.